Bro, so I'm chilling. And people started messaging me, was like, Rio, AGGP said your name in a video. I said my name? My name? I said, I know he ain't repeat my name, the name that my mother gave me. So you know what I did? Before that, let me at least say, yo, homies, as always, I appreciate you guys so much for clicking on a video. Hope you guys are doing well. And look, be proud of yourself. We made it into this new year, and that on itself is a blessing. Okay, homies, you know the vibes. If you guys enjoy the content here, the foolishness, whatever it might be, drop a thumbs up on the video. That would mean a lot. Also, leave a comment. And if you haven't, bro, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So we're going to jump into this with some good mentality, some good vibes. So let's get into what's going on, right? So before I jump into anything else, let me at least say this. Okay, so I go over there to check out the video from Rob actually mentioning my name because, I wanted to know what the video was about because people were tagging me saying, yo, Rio, AGGP mentioned your name with some facts. I was like, my name was attached to facts? Sounds right to me. So I go over there to check out the video, and I'm not gonna lie, when I entered the video, I expected, oh my god, LifeOfRio. That's kind of what I expected, kind of like a Beverly Hills high-pitched. Yeah, Rob, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just what it is. So I'll go over there, and Rob is basically saying LifeOfRio, how he ventured off, and he had the right idea, basically, of moving on to doing variety and different things as such. Now, one thing I want to say with the Warframe partners and Robert, I'm going to call you Robert, the name your mother gave you, my son. I'm going to call you Robert. I want to say this to you, Robert. The thing is, you're a Warframe loyalist, okay? And I'm just going to state it. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. A Warframe loyalist, you can be a Destiny loyalist. You can be anybody loyalist. You can be a Cyberpunk loyalist. You're just somebody that truly loves the game and try to do everything in the game. You've done builds, you've done the dress to kill, you've done the fashion frame, which I hated, bro. Your fashion frame sense is whack, Rob. Just putting that out. I'm just joking. But the thing is, I would say, is I never in my life seen Warframe pushing you away. You know that one person that live at Hogwarts forever? I thought that was going to be you, Robert. I thought that was going to be you when it comes to Warframe. I never seen Warframe pushing you away. Because you love Warframe, you're always like, oh my god, Rebecca, love your makeup, yes, queen. And then Rebecca be like, oh my god, Robert, I love your makeup too. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It's the New Year's foolishness. I'm sorry. But with that being said, seeing how this man spoke about the content not being there and whatever the case may be, and how he's played other games like Final Fantasy 14 and other games like that, like Monster Hunter, and these have shown him progressions in the game, and it really pointed it out to me because a lot of the content creators have been talking about moving on to other games. Okay, my thing is this: the fear of moving on to other games and what they can accomplish over there. Now, the difference is this to me with Warframe. Now, you guys ever seen Powerpuff Girls? You guys seen Powerpuff Girls back in the day, and the thing with Powerpuff Girls is this: it starts out with sugar, spice, and everything nice. These are the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girls. You guys remember your childhood? Now, I come up with one for Warframe, and it's basically farm, level, and trade. These are the ingredients chosen to keep you locked in forever. The problem with that ingredient is when you have farming, you're farming for something, okay? Whenever you farm, what are you farming for? Whenever you level, you're leveling for a purpose. What are you leveling for? When you're trading for a purpose. Now, trading is the only thing that truly works because you always get what you're looking for because the trade. So trading works. Leveling doesn't work. Farming doesn't work. There's really no goal for why you level and why you farm, okay? There's in the realm of Warframe, there's some kind of like, it's a power creep, some kind of power struggle type of fantasy game. Now, whenever you put that together, right? You put all that together, you get and unlock powers. You get to become more powerful, right? You can do more damage, crit damage, all of this. Who is the boss and the foe that you're trying to get strong for? If you're going to compare Warframe in a weird, slight, crazy way, you can compare it to anime. Power struggle. Dragon Ball Z. What is Goku getting strong for? It's always a new enemy that come around, okay? In Warframe, Naruto, what's their point in Naruto of getting stronger? Fighting new ninjas, training to be better, honing their skills. Warframe, you fight, you get stronger to go sit on your ship. And that's the difference on why it's pushing players away. So that's kind of like where I'm at. Now, I don't want you to hate Warframe. I don't hate Warframe, so why would I want you to hate it? My thing is this, to see somebody like Robert and these other content creators now who are now saying the start of a new year means that it's the time for them to get into newer games and kind of branch away from Warframe. And I look at that and I think to myself like, well, you could have been doing that, you know? And whenever you look at something like this, it's the progression. There's nothing wrong with Warframe other than the progression is bad. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Newer players in Warframe have the greatest experience out of every player. Every vet is jealous of newer players. You know why vets are jealous of newer players? You know why casual players are jealous of newer players? And why Warframe love newer players? Is because newer players have the best experience. The starting experience is not really good. The introduction is pretty bad. But the only time the game introduces progression is when you go from planet to planet to planet to unlocking things, to seeing the purpose, to seeing story, to seeing this and seeing that. And then once you get to a certain level, it stops. Why does it stop? Why does it forever end? You don't know. I don't know. Lack of content. It just stops. It just flatlines right there. And then what you have to do as a player is you have to create your own fun. You got to create your own reasoning. And so people and these players say, it's a farming simulator. Yeah, kind of like Minecraft, right? So what are you farming for? Are you farming to create crops for the impending doom of what could be going on? Is that what it is? The near future of when the Lotus finally returns? Is that what you're saving your crops for? You guys remember the movie A Bug's Life? When you farm so the grasshoppers so you can get protection from the grasshoppers or whatever, you put all these things together. That's what Warframe is. But there's no impending doom for why you keep farming, and that's why players start leaving the game. Now, one thing I want to say is this. You guys may not make it to this part in the video, and some of you maybe are right here listening to the foolishness that I'm talking about, and I want to talk about is this. And I want to address the elephant in the room. This is going to be your biggest timestamp, people. Timestamp and say this part is the must watch, okay? I want to address this YouTuber that I don't like. It's a YouTuber that I don't like. And I just want to tell you, this guy thinks he's a know-it-all. The thing about this YouTuber is he's kind of trash. And people don't really notice how trash this guy is. Maybe you have. Maybe you're smarter than the average bear, but I can't stand the way he uploads videos. I can't stand the way he breathes. It's just something about this YouTuber that really rubs me the wrong way. And his name is LifeOfRio. The thing about this is, I too have to criticize myself. Like, you know, I come from a good point. I come from a place of what I want to explain and the things that I want people to see, right? Because I know I'm telling the truth. I don't upload a video ever to lie. When I do it, it's coming from a good place, but you can also be blindsided as well. You could be like, yo, man, I'm telling the truth. I'm doing the right thing, but you can get lost in your mind at the same time. And I want to criticize myself because I want to say going into this new year, like, there's players that just don't care, bro. You're talking to a wall. There's players that just don't care. There's players that do care, but it's a lot of players that don't care. They don't care that the game don't have progression. They don't care that the game isn't getting updates. They don't care that the devs themselves even came out and said that the past 4 updates were bad. They don't care about the facts. They just don't care. And I think you, Rio, you piece of garbage, ashy hand, your hands look like they're on fire right now if you rub them. Look like sandpaper. The thing I want to say to myself going into this year is only cover this game like you've been doing when there's news. If you guys notice, I only cover when there's news. You might see my videos a lot in the Warframe directory. That's not because I'm uploading a lot. That's because YouTube like to put me in the recommendations. So shout out to YouTube. You know, that's just that. My biggest videos for the year has been, for 2020, was Monster Hunter, Mortal Kombat, Cyberpunk, Remnant. These have been my biggest videos next to Warframe. And to be able to be in that lane and only come over here when it's time to talk about something, and just what I want the other YouTubers to know, it's okay to create other content and being afraid. A lot of people might say to me, this is gonna get it a little personal, you know, it's the start of the year video. A lot of YouTubers, you guys might find like, oh, Rio does Warframe because it gets him views. You say that because you don't watch my other content. You say that. The thing about this is, my other content is what carried me all through the year. We did 1 million views in December. Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk, I was at your neck. I was at Cyberpunk's neck way worse than I was at Warframe. And that's one thing I want to point out is to do content, you know. Down to Tactical Potato, he tries to do variety. Eiflin, they try to do variety. Everybody tries to do variety. But the thing that we don't get credit for is how good you do. The hard work that you do to go into variety. And I'm not going to lie. You can count on one hand the content creators who have succeeded in doing variety. I'm on that one hand, bro. I'm just saying. So when you see these things, I want to tell you guys, you'll only hear me bring up Warframe when it's information. DE's on break. I'm on break. So you probably won't hear nothing from me with Warframe until like some information come up or maybe some crazy stuff happen. I came back and made videos for Tencent, made videos for the EA collaboration. I made videos for Warframe admitting that they were wrong because these are all news to the players and the players just going crazy. So I'm like the Batman of Gotham City, man. Things are going crazy here and I got to pull up. Cape and all. So that's just one thing I want to say is I never seen Warframe ever losing somebody like Robert. You know, even though if you guys may not like him, one thing I want to say is, you know, the game's going in a weird direction when the loyalists stop uploading. Now, you guys may not like him, right? But one thing I will say is this, that guy was first. Rob even annoyed my soul, bro. When this guy, every day, when I used to cover Warframe back in the day a lot, this dude, and I'm like, oh, I got to work on this video. This dude already had up 3 videos. I'm like, bro, the content just dropped like 5 minutes ago. What are you doing? Dude used to be just quick, first, fast. And with that being said, to see somebody like that leave the community, it's only, there's other people who are also trying to leave the community. So you guys might not care about the content creators, but content creators are kind of important, no matter how you see it. So imagine there not being anybody uploading for YouTube. You know, there's up and coming Warframe content creator that's trying to do stuff, but okay. But the thing about it is, that's just kind of where I'm at with it, man. I don't think the game is evil. I don't hate the game or anything. I honestly, with criticism, I just want it to be better. And I've noticed from 2020 that there's a lot of people that school failed, and I feel bad because, you know, being homeschooled is even worse. You know, with all the pandemic and everything going on, it's kind of crazy. So I want you guys to do better and learn what criticism means. You only criticize things you like, not things you don't like. Why criticize things you don't like? So I appreciate you guys at the end of the day. Moving forward, hope Warframe does great with content. And I was kind of surprised to see that the content creators are all trying to branch out and do other things now. I'm kind of interested to see where it goes. And for the content creators, I'm rooting for you. I'm proud of you. And somebody that I want to give some credit to, is DK. Right? I give credit to everybody. I've seen him. His Warframe videos, he wasn't getting no love there or anything like that. And this man moved over to doing other things. And his channel's doing great now. You know, and I want to point that thing out. Warframe players kind of live in their own bubble to make it seem like, you know, if they don't see you doing it and it's not Warframe, then you're failing. No, there's a lot of people who's doing good. And I want to see you guys keep prospering and doing other things. So at the end of the day, you guys may not like me, but I'm not a villain. You know, I love you. I'm just Itachi. I just assassinated the entire community and just left the Hokage. Okay, I'm sorry. Take care, homies. Blessings to you. Hope you guys enjoyed. Happy New Year's. We made it up in here, and I'll catch you guys later.